Hey guys, today I really want to talk about the importance of being your own advocate. And I really need you guys to think about this. Years ago, I started getting sick and I didn't know why. And this is towards the tail end of raising my kids. I was always a very active person. I had to be with so many kids at home, very type A, on schedule, making sure everything was taken care of. And all of a sudden, I started getting sick. I started getting where I was always tired. I was getting stomach issues, just really random things, symptoms. Going to my doctor, literally 10 seconds into that man walking into that room, I could tell he had shut me down. He had shut me down like me telling my kid to do his math homework. And that is so frustrating because of the simple fact that, listen, this is your job. I need your help. So I got bounced around from one specialist to another. Now it's just getting the runaround, the routine of, oh, well, we don't know. It's maybe stress. It's maybe this. It's maybe that. But I wasn't getting any answers. I wasn't getting anything that was making me feel better. And I was getting thrown all these medications at me where if they didn't know what was wrong, how did they know that this was even going to help? So I got to a point where I was so frustrated. I said to my husband, you need to come to this appointment with me because I want to make sure that it's not me copying feelings because the doctor's not acknowledging whatever it is that I think is wrong. So my husband comes with me to that appointment, and the doctor is going to prescribe me another medication. Now the nurse is there. And I said to him, hey, isn't that going to have a contraindication or a reaction with the other medication you already put me on? This man says, maybe I shouldn't put you on that medication. And the look on the nurse's face was like, really, doc? So at the end of that visit, my husband says to me, absolutely not. He's like, I'm taking us out of the HMO. I'm switching us over to a regular insurance plan where you can go where you need to go to get the help you get. And that didn't solve it. It was years before I finally saw a doctor that actually sat down, and I mean literally sat down and said, what's going on? Actually asked me questions. Actually was listening. And I'm sitting here saying this cannot be for real because this man is really listening to me. And shock of all shocks, he found a reason for what was going on with me within a week. After years of going through all this stuff and the medications and the things that were actually making me worse. And the sad thing about that was that because it took them so long to figure out what was going on, because no one had listened, I now had residual effects from the fact that what they found I hadn't been treated. And it was an illness that could have been treated so quickly had someone taken the time to say, let me listen to what she's saying. You have to be your own advocate. If your doctor says something to you and you feel that it's not right, get a second opinion. Go to another doctor. It is not your job to save your insurance company money. You are paying way too much in health insurance to not get the answers that you need. And I understand, yes, there are people out there that might be hypochondriacs, that might be doing it for attention, but that's less than 1% of us. And my husband got so frustrated because this doctor had the nerve to say, well, maybe it's psychological. Maybe you should go see a psychiatrist because there's something going on. And my husband said to him, you don't take a person like my wife, who has been active her whole life, type A, and one day she decides, you know what, I'm going to pretend I'm sick and just blow off my responsibilities. Because that's not what I was doing. I was still struggling to get everything done. That doesn't happen unless there's underlying issues. Which, yeah, okay, fine. If, I had suffered from depression or something like that, yeah, okay, maybe that's what I needed. But it wasn't the case. That was their answer. Oh, there's something wrong with you mentally. There isn't. If you know you have symptoms, if you know there's something going on, please do not take no for an answer. Find out what's going on. Continue to the quest. Don't let them tell you, it's nothing. We know our bodies. We know when something's off. And guys, you guys are the worst offenders because you're always blowing off your appointments like, I'm good. Don't do that. There might be something going on with you that could easily be remedied if it's caught in time. So that's it for me, guys. Remember, be your own advocate. Have the courage to ask questions and have the courage to say, no, I'm not going to take this for an answer. I'm going to continue to find out what I need to do to get the help that I need. And that's it for me, guys. So remember, don't ever let anyone steal your dreams away.